Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is for anyone who has a Sag sun, moon, or rising. Some signs and synchronicities that might be significant for you. Shrek was coming through, and specifically the donkey or the donkey. The donkey. Isn't that how he says it? The luck of the Irish could be significant to you. Irish Spring soap, Irish people, Ireland could be significant. A lucky number could be significant. 4-leaf clover. Angel numbers like 777 could be significant for you at this time. Spirit, what do you want Sagittarius to know for this week? What messages do you have? We have Temperance. I love that. We have Temperance. That's literally your card. Okay. I love that. I have a feeling that you are healing, okay? I feel like this energy is a little bit annoying for some reason. This is coming through, so this might be resonant to someone here. Maybe you are tired of healing, is what I'm getting. Maybe there's this feeling of, it's like I've been healing for a long time, or does this healing ever stop? Like, does it ever conclude? Does it ever finish? Are we ever going to get to the end of this? Have we lost the plot is coming through. And so this might be for someone who has been on a healing journey for a long time. And I feel for you because I know that healing can actually be very frustrating, right? Like, it can feel exhausting. And this kind of feels like maybe the energy of someone who feels like they've healed a lot. You know, I think maybe you've been in this energy with yourself for a long time, and maybe you've had to let go of people because of this. Maybe you feel a little bit isolated right now, or you feel like you have less people that feel like you, like less people that match your energy, less people that resonate with the healed version of you. So you might actually resonate with having people around you. This could be family, this could be friends, coworkers, but people that just feel like old versions of you, or like you were better able to relate to them when you were unhealed. And now it feels like there's a shift. With Temperance as well, I feel like there's a huge emphasis on patience, which I think is why this feeling of annoyance, or this thought of annoyance, is coming through. Because maybe for you, you feel like you've been really patient and you've been kind of like just chugging along is what I'm getting. Or like, you've kind of reached a point with yourself where you're like, okay, where's the reward? Like, where's the reward? Where's the gift? Where is what I was promised? Like, where are the manifestations? So there might be this energy of, in the back of the deck is the 3 of Wands. So there might be this energy of, I have been waiting for my ships to come in. I've been waiting for the results of my efforts, because it does feel like you've put in the work. I don't think that you've just sat there and kind of hoped everything would get better. I think, you know, maybe there was a time where there was a little bit of this energy of a pity party, okay? Maybe there was a time of this energy where you had felt like victimized. You felt like a victim. Maybe you feel like you reached a point where you were done feeling sorry for yourself, and you decided, like, I need to be the one to change this, or I need to be the one to separate myself from this thing, from this person, from this environment. I need to be the one to kind of like own up to something in myself. And so I feel like you've done that work. And I think the thing is, with alchemy, it is such a process that, you know, we're more than welcome to question, because I think it's important that we question ourselves, and also that we question what we believe in, right? Our knowing, because it's not in the sense of like doubting it, but more so in the sense of getting curious. I think it's in the sense of being human and wanting to know and understand something, wanting to maybe sort of open yourself up to something. And I feel like with temperance, like this patience and this path for you is not accidental. This is not something that is here for you to feel like you're stuck in it. Like, the thing is with alchemy and with the process of blending things together, especially a lot of different energies, a lot of different emotions, a lot of different experiences, that energy is so vast and it's so powerful. And the thing is, you in the middle of it, you're the core energy. It is your energy that's being alchemized. It's your freedom that's being brought out of this experience, your liberation from the things that kept you stuck, the things that kept you bound to the old stories, to the old people, to the old versions of yourself. So it feels like this alchemy, as much as it can be frustrating because maybe the timing isn't what you like, maybe, certain things have fallen through, maybe there's been this doubt of, is this really going to work out for me? I think you asking that question is actually the answer, because I feel like it's going to work out for you. And I think sometimes there's a fear of actually, it's so weird, but it's like a fear of being right about the path that you're taking, a fear that the path that you chose, even if it was difficult, even if no one else was coming with you, that path was actually worth it, because there's so much more for you. There's so much more in store for you. And it feels like this Three of Wands energy is a reminder that your ships are coming in, but more importantly, that you have stood at the very edge of the shore and you've looked out and you've seen all this water, you've seen all this space, and you've decided to face that. You decided to face the music, to face the noise. You decided to face your shadow. You decided to face the ugly parts, the dark parts, okay? Not saying you're ugly, but do you know what I mean? Like the parts of yourself that you didn't like, the parts of yourself that you may have despised. There may have been such a level of depth to, I'm really thinking of like self-loathing. I'm thinking of, just a sense of self that really hurt you. Maybe you feel not only that you were hurt by others or by situations, but that you also hurt yourself. And I think this part of you now has stood the test of time. I think this part of you now, your soul has called on you, because that was the point of this for you. I think the point of this experience and this journey was for you to arrive to yourself. It was for you to see what you actually, who you actually were meant to become in this life. I feel the energy that like, this feels like a younger energy as well. So you might be a little bit younger and you might be still thinking that there's all this life, there's all of these questions. And I just get the distinct feeling that like you have made yourself proud and you deserve to welcome this into your life. And it may not show up the way that you expect. It may not show up on the perfect timeline that you have in your mind, okay? And that is frustrating and I get it. But, sometimes when something doesn't show up the way that we wanted it to, that's because it wasn't the best way. That's because it wasn't the best form. It doesn't mean that it's not going to come. It doesn't mean that it's not going to come together. And I think if you were to look at your life and you were to look at your path so far, you can probably reflect on this and see what has come together for me, what has been fulfilled, what has changed for my highest good. And that serves as a reminder that this temperance energy, okay, you have like major healing angelic energy around you, but also there's probably a story in here for you to tell others. There's probably something for you to be able to help others heal, whether that's just sharing it in the moment with someone, whether that's seeing kind of like the success story of some of these changes and some of these, things that you've done for yourself. But there's a purpose, and I don't want you to lose hope in that purpose at all.